YouTube. What up, Little Spats 57? I'm here with some Advanced Warfare Call of Duty Advanced Warfare news that you might find interesting, because I definitely find this interesting. Now, let's just cut the chase. It's hinting that it might be a third-person shooter, and I'm going to tell you why I'm coming to the assumption. Now, I'm saying keyword is might. I'm not saying that it is, I'm saying that it might. Now, before Sledgehammer was approached to help finish Modern Warfare 3, their third-person project was deep in development. We had 6 or 8 months to spend on it. And we're really getting into the story. This is what studio co-founder Glenn Schofield is saying. We had some really cool mechanics. We had a big moment that I would love to get into a game someday, but it's not something we could do on a first-person shooter. Now, their whole thing is him, Glenn Schofield and Michael Condrey. They're the makers of Dead Space, and they have all these big ideas. And basically, the Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, they say that they're looking for what they call, quote unquote, a fresh start. Now, Advanced Warfare's origin started with the uncertain future of its two leads, Glenn Schofield and Michael Condrey. Fresh off the success of the original Dead Space, the duo departed EA with dreams of building their own studio from the ground up. Now, Sledgehammer Games has snatched them up, and now they're giving them the opportunity to work on this game. Now, as you know, they came in at the end of Modern Warfare 3 when Call of Duty or Activision released those developers on that. So they have their own team working on this game. So we're bound to see some new stuff. Like, we already know that there's going to be the exosuits. We already know that there's going to be new weapons. We already know that it's going to be new a new setting. Like, it's not from it's futuristic now. So we're all looking to that good stuff. We're looking to that good stuff. A lot of people wanted that. A lot of people was tired of the old settings. A lot of people want to see more futuristic stuff, right? But the question is, will it be a third-person shooter? Because they said that they had so many ideas for Dead Space, or I mean, not from Dead Space, not for Dead Space, from Dead Space to implement in this game right here, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Will this change the game? What will it do to the game? If it does happen, what's your opinion? Because I'm a first-person shooter type of guy, but we're gonna have to see on that. As you know, sorry last gen, but you're not gonna get the same game as we have on the next gen. The platforms are totally different. There's gonna be a whole different development team on that game. That's why, like, you didn't get the full potential out of Ghost as far as the visuals, and it just looks like last gen, but just sharper, more crystal because of the 1080p quality that PS4 has. So unfortunately, if you want the full experience version, the real version in my opinion, because it's next gen, you're gonna have to step your game up and get a next gen console. Now, will be another version, or I know it's not going to be the same developers that's working on it for the PS3 and Xbox 360 on those platforms. So there's going to be two different development teams working on this game, sort of what they did with Titanfall. So that's how that goes. Don't think that you will have the same Call of Duty Advanced Warfare as we have on the next gen. That's just not happening. Now, also, it's going to be built on a new engine. You know, for next gen, it's the new engine, and that's why the visuals is just gonna be so amazing at this point, from what they're saying. And I actually believe them, because you see what 2K has done with the new engine on next gen. You see what UFC is doing. You see how the graphics on that game is looking, and the graphics on COD. You know they could be 100% better, because I did think in the back of my mind that I'm still playing a last gen COD. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see. But like I said, they got the exoskeleton. There's a whole bunch of new stuff. And for more information on this, if you want to read and get more detail, go pick up a version of Game Informer or even Google it or whatever, and you can read the article there, and it'll tell you. But the team, Glenn Schofield, Michael Condrey, and his team of developers, they got something nice for us, man. So we're gonna see. You know, I'm not gonna count out Call of Duty, but my biggest inquiry right now is what if it's gonna be a third-person shooter? Because I'm a first-person shooter type of guy. Leave it in the comments, man. I'll talk to y'all later. Lil Spaz 57.